Hello, I think we're live. I think we are. I think we are live. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to make sure. I hear myself. I see myself. We're all good. What's happening? We got Manic Miner, Jeff Ha, Kimberly Barr. No, the noise is not gone. Why would the noise be gone, Lego Mike? Doesn't make any sense. Mark Helton, Sarah Joy, moderating. Thank you. Starfire, Arizona Jumper, Flatfoot. TWC, Gabriel Williams from Cleveland, Roxanne Betke. Deborah is there. Deborah Balke. Beth Stanner, Jennifer Peterson, Pippi Long, Strange Reverend, Ramanjit, Melissa McQueen. Tammy said to not get notice. There should be a notice. Was there no Discord yet? Was there no Discord notice yet? Because I will message Danny. I don't think I saw a Discord notification. Lego Mike, elevator guy isn't coming till at least tomorrow. Oh, just got it? I just got the Discord notification. I just got it right now. I just got it right now. Just got it. Tammy Lance, Linda Nielsen, Maria, Anna Maria. Discord just came. Crypto Alchemist, what percentage chance that the elevator person will fix it tomorrow? 4%. I'd say it's a 4% chance the elevator guy making the noise less will fix the issue, because I don't think that's the issue. The issue is the sound carrying through the building to my place for some reason. Gabby Milanowski is there. Nick Bryant is there. Melissa McQueen. Mark French. Danny James. Apocalypse. Angie Gelhaug. Tony Del Monte. Wellness Sarah. Maria. AFTV broadcasts when there's news that I feel like we should cover. That's when AFTV broadcasts. So you can hope for an AFTV broadcast all you want, but it's really not up to me. It's really up to the news whether we're on agenda-free TV. Jake from State Farm, Hazel. JD. Rosemary Randolph. Misha is there moderating. Thank you, Misha. Gone with the Gale. Eliza of Brooklyn. Delis LB is there. Arkansas is there. Logger in Camp. Sinner Builds. Tony Del Monte. Mickey Diorio. Robin Sherry. Joe Ogden, St. Louis area. Q-Borough is there watching. Q-Borough. You might hear some music outside. There is I think there's a church service going on. Yeah, not cupcakes. I was at Right Side a few years ago, before this. It sounds to me like there is a church service going on outside, because I'm hearing kind of churchy music, like Christmas music and singing, and it started like an hour ago. And I don't think it's a concert. I actually think there are a number of big church buildings in this area, and I bet one of them is having a service. That's what I think is happening. Because I'm not aware of any kind of outdoor Sunday night Christmas music fest. So it sounds... Now, maybe a church is having an outdoor thing. You might not be able to hear it. I can hear it, but you might not be able to hear it. But anyways... I don't know if that's a thing. Misha says it is Sunday. And we lit the tree at the L. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, at the lake? But wasn't that earlier? Yeah, I also don't know if is this time of year a time when you normally have churches on Sunday night doing like music events. But it's definitely, I do not hear this every night. So there's some kind of thing going on somewhere. I was wondering, if it was indoor, would I hear it? Are they maybe having it outdoors? Nick Billings is here. No news in the chat unless it's an emergency. No news in the chat unless it's an emergency. I've said it probably 1,000,000 times. So that's 1,000,002. And you can at least check my Twitter to see if I've posted about it. Marcus Rice says, I spent one Christmas in Kissimmee, Orlando, just different than home in Connecticut. No possibility of snow, but the lights and atmosphere is the same. Yeah, I mean, I've spent Christmases in LA. I mean, people have like lights up around here and stuff. Misha says the Nutcracker is going on tonight. I wouldn't be hearing that, would I? Let's see. Yeah, it's not. There's a Nutcracker at the... Oh, is that an outdoor thing? Huh. December 6th at 7 p.m. Oh, I bet it is. I bet Misha's right. I think Misha's right. It says Walt Disney Theater, though. Is that inside or is it outside? Is it inside or outside? Here's the ad for it. See, it says the Nutcracker Orlando Ballet. But I wouldn't be able to hear that if it's inside. I don't know. See, it says Walt Disney Theater. It doesn't say outside. Here, let me see, like, tickets. December 11th. Get tickets. Friday night. This looks like it's indoors, doesn't it? That doesn't look like it's outdoors. It says balcony. There's no balcony outdoors. So I'm not hearing that. I guess they're having an indoor Nutcracker in Orlando. Yeah, I don't think I'm hearing that. Tim, I have been running on my treadmill. I run at night. No one's complained yet. It's been great. Rita, I don't see it as an option. It says to me Walt Disney Theater. So Delis is watching from Oxford, England. Yeah, I didn't realize they were having an indoor Nutcracker. Here, I wonder if it shows you how people are seating. It sounds like louder than street musicians, though. Hey, Sharabelle's watching from the Philippines. So anyways, there's some music going on. It sounds like Christmas music. It's some sort of production or church service or something, and I don't know where it is. I don't believe there's an event at the lake. Misha said it's at Phillips Center. They have speakers outside. Oh, Misha says that they have speakers outside at the Phillips Center. The Phillips Center is the big, entertainment complex. So I guess maybe what Misha's saying is that this is going on the Nutcracker. And it did start at the right time. I started hearing the music around 7 p.m. and they're having a performance tonight. I guess inside it's starting at 7. But I guess I'm hearing the stuff from the outside. The music. Doesn't say anything about outside. And it's intermittent, so I think it's just the different musical numbers we're hearing. Hang on. Misha said it's in the Phillips Center. Niece was at the show. Only a few seats were given out. Same place you saw the wedding. Joe says they're having a holiday Pops concert. Well, I didn't hear that. That was at 5 p.m. I didn't hear that. So this started around 7. Freckles is moderating. Linda Belk is moderating. Thank you. Anyways, well, it's no big deal. No, I didn't. I slept through the rocket launch. I did not watch the rocket launch today. There'll be more rocket launches. There was one at 11:15 a.m. Trying to get my sleep. I've been kind of tired the last couple weeks, so I'm trying to get my rest. Arizona Jumper says, I really miss the theater and museums. No civilization around here. So I hope you've been having a good weekend, and Jeff, my focus group, my 3 a.m. focus group for YouTube is on Thursday. Tomorrow I have to get my car registered. I went on the Orlando site. It said it was $225 to register my car. I thought it was $500. If it's only $225, I'll be like, that's great. When you first register your car. It's not that much every year, but when you first register a car also, they said you had to do it within 10 days of establishing residency. But you have 30 days to get your license? Anyways. If it's 10 business days, I think I'm good. First says, why no AFTV stream? Do people not understand this? I just said this. What's the hard concept? I don't choose AFT. We do Agenda Free TV is a news channel, so it's based on when there's a news story that I think we should cover. So if there's no Agenda Free TV stream, it's because there hasn't been a news story that I think we should cover. Is that hard? 2 people have asked already. Do people think I can make the news happen? So I can decide if there's news? This is not a difficult concept to get. That's like saying, hey, Fox News or hey, CNN, why haven't you done special breaking news coverage today? They'd be like, well, there hasn't been any news that warranted it. 2 people have already asked. No, I can't register it online. I think you might be able to re-register online, but I'm coming from out of state, so I have to go to the place. No, Tom H., I have read nothing about Florida requiring some kind of inspection. In Georgia, you have to get a smog inspection. I've read nothing about Florida requiring that. Please do not repeat comments in the chat. Do not repeat comments in the chat room. Please stop bringing up the Rudy Giuliani thing. It was 5 hours ago. I tweeted about it. So what would you like me to do? Do you think this is good coverage? I go on the air and I say, Rudy Giuliani has COVID. Okay, so what's the rest of the broadcast? Tell me what the rest of the broadcast is. Please. I want to know. All the people who are saying Rudy Giuliani has COVID. So tell me what the broadcast is. Tell me what the news broadcast is. I go on and I say Rudy Giuliani has COVID and I read President Trump's tweet. What do I do then? What do I do then? What's the rest of the broadcast? I'm listening. I'm waiting for you to tell me what the rest of the broadcast is. Can you tell me what it is? Jeff Haas has a 10-second broadcast. Do you want me to go on the air and literally read the same 2 sentences for a half an hour? Details of it. There are no details of it. There's no details to give you. Nobody knows what condition he's in. There's no details. What happens if he is sick? If he gets really sick, maybe we'll do a stream on it because there'll be something to cover. Brandon Brady, you've said the same thing 3 times. Enough. Oh my, what's gotten into people tonight? I don't even think it's trolls. It's not trolls. If somebody just comes and they troll and they're just trying to troll, it's just like, whatever, goodbye. It's the people who aren't trolls who should know better. That's what bothers me. I don't get bothered by trolls. Trolls you just hide. It's people trying to be difficult. I get bothered by the people who should know better. If you've watched the channel, you should know better. Melody is watching in the Netherlands. Don Pratt says, from your tip, I fixed my bookcase. Worked great. Awesome. I did some fixes today. I like what Misha posted. No news stories unless absolute emergency. No, the red blinking light is still there. You might not be able to see it, but the red blinking light is still there. Ooh, I'm hearing music. I think we might be hearing more of the Nutcracker. Ann Tex says, I'm from Portugal. And I like your stream. All right. Thank you, Tex. Ann Tex from Portugal. I'm going to tell you about the errands I ran today. We can talk about the errands. I will say this. The lack of news that I've been covering on Agenda Free TV has allowed me to get some stuff done. No, I'm not buying a medicine cabinet. I'm not buying any kind of cabinet stuff until I'm sure I'm staying in this apartment. I don't know if I'm staying yet. We'll have to see if they can fix the elevator noise. So, the first thing I did is there was something I really wanted to do, and I feel really stupid I never did it when I was in Atlanta. So, I have, as many of you know, I have a balcony door. I can see the door right now. And I like to have my balcony door open. I like getting fresh air in here. No matter what the weather, I like having fresh air in here. But, when it's like really super cold out, right? I don't want the door open the whole way. I want to crack the door open. Or if it's raining, I want to crack the door open. So, the way this door is, frequently if I try to crack this door open on the balcony, the wind gradually blows it open. So I needed some way to keep the door cracked open without having it blow all the way open, if that makes sense. And I was thinking, what could I do? What makes it, I can't use a door stop because you have to step down to the balcony. So between the balcony door and the balcony, there's like 6 inches. You can't find a doorstop that's 6 inches tall. Like the door wedges, they're not 6 inches tall. So I was like, what do I do? Because I want to have the door cracked open, but I don't want to have the door going open all the way. A stick in the door, said letter artist. Tie it. Well, there's nowhere to. If I tie string to the door handle, there's nowhere to tie it to. I figured out what to do, though. I figured it out. Eric says, use a paint can. Well, I don't have a paint can. Gallon of water. Well, what I decided to do is, I had the idea that I could get a brick. Somebody might have mentioned a brick. Bricks are cheap. It's cheap to get a brick. If you go to Home Depot, bricks are like 75 or 65 cents, depending on the brick. Well, Sonic, I looked up cinder blocks. Cinder blocks are very heavy. Concrete blocks are very heavy. So I thought a brick. Hold on a second here. Hold on. Lego Mike, last warning, Lego Mike. Enough. Enough, Lego Mike. Seriously. Same thing every stream. You're going to get banned in 2 seconds. I've had it. So I figured I'd get a brick. Because they're so cheap, and I think it would work. So I went, and I didn't know if one brick, because if the brick is I can't lay the brick lengthwise because it's 6 inches high. Hold on a second. Cindy Meadows, that's it. Cindy Meadows is gone. Cindy Meadows has been banned. Cindy Meadows is out. She got banned. Same stuff with her. I don't know what's getting into our chatters. So anyway, so I'm talking about the brick. The Jenna Kitty is from California. It's her first time here. So I needed a way to keep my balcony door open a little bit. So I went to Home Depot today and I got a brick, and the brick was 75 cents. But there was a choice. There was the bricks. Here, I'll show you the bricks. I'm going to show you. Let me show you the bricks I got. Hold on. It's working. So I ended up getting 3 bricks. One of them is working right now. I'm so happy because right now I have the door open, the balcony door, but it's only opening so far. And the reason the wind is not blowing it farther because I have a brick behind the door. Yeah, bricks are cheap. So they had 2 kinds. They have 2 kinds of bricks. They have solid, completely solid, filled, and with holes in it. This is 65 cents. And this is 75 cents. And I like this because it's lighter. So when I bend down and pick it up, it's easier to pick up. But I didn't know if this would hold the door open, right? So that's why I figured I gotta get 2. Because if this doesn't hold the door open and the door tips this over, if I have 2, I can put them like this. And the door's not gonna be able to tip that, the door's not gonna tip that over. But then I figured I needed a 3rd. Because what happens if the door is blowing back and forth? I don't want it to blow open, but I don't want it to blow closed. So if I have to, I can put a brick on either side of the door. Actually, I can put 2 on one side of the door and 1 on the other side of the door. 2 on the side the wind's blowing towards. Now, I didn't really know what kind to get, so I got 2 of these and 1 of these. And I'm using one of these on the outside of the door right now, and it seems to be holding the door fine. The door is not blowing open. So this is what we have. Somebody said they were good-looking bricks. They are nice-looking bricks. 75 cents and 2 for 65 cents. So I have 3 bricks. Misha said, brilliant. I would have thought a rubber door stopper on each side, but each bricks work too. The door is 6. There's a 6-inch clearance between the door and the ground. There's no door stopper you can use. If you go online, they sell like big, like heavy door stoppers that are like 7 inches high and metal, and those cost like $20 and they're super heavy. So I don't know. Why would I drop these on my toe? I'm never gonna bring them inside. They're gonna sit on the balcony. So, but anyways, let me put these outside where they belong, and then I'll come back. Hey, by the way, a quick thank you. Deborah Balke, thank you, Deborah. Deborah gave a donation to the Brick Fund. Wow. That's actually more than I paid for the bricks. The bricks combined were $2.15 for those 3 bricks. $2.15. Also, hang on one second here. Hang on. Okay, thank you, Deborah Balke, for your support and for the Brick Fund donation. Thank you also to Dave Combs. Thank you, Dave. Dave, for your support. Dave says, it's good to see you getting settled into your new place. Hope all is well. Thank you, Dave. Thank you also to Rid Comics. Rid Comics wants me to sing a Christmas song. That's not going to happen. I can't sing Rid Comics. You probably know that. So thank you, Rid Comics. I appreciate that, but no singing from me. All right, let me continue talking about the brick situation. Stephen Johnson says, I have used a potted plant before. If I had a potted plant out there, I'd use it. But the thing is, the problem with, again, what I'm talking about is this problem I had where the balcony door, I like keeping it cracked open, but the wind will blow it open. So I needed a way to keep it open, cracked open. The problem is if you use like a big thing like a potted plant, then every time you want to crack open your door, you got to move this heavy thing, right? I don't want to be constantly having to move this super heavy thing. So if a brick works, that's good because it's not that heavy. You know, it's easy for me to move it. But the crazy thing, so it is working right now. Right now, the door is cracked open. It is up against the brick. It's not going any farther. Linda thinks it's a cheap and brilliant solution. And thank you, Linda. And I also have a brick for either side in case of going back and forth. And it's also be good because when it rains out, if you want to open the door and get some fresh air in, you can't open it that much because the water will come in. But the crazy thing about the bricks, no, a doorstop won't work if it's not 6 inches high. No door wedge is 6 inches high. So if you mean by doorstop, you must mean something like a big weight, because there's a 6-inch clearance between the door and the ground. So anyways, but the crazy thing is this. I lived in my last apartment. I had a similar issue. Now, the issue in my last apartment was, 2 apartments ago? In a previous apartment, I had a similar issue. And I never thought of the brick thing. I've had apartments before with doors, and I feel like I only figured out you could use a brick now. It took me so long to figure out that a brick would work. I guess, I don't know, you wouldn't think of buying a single brick, and you wouldn't think it's so cheap. Yeah, the windows don't open. These windows don't open. They're just so cheap. Nan B says, I hope they don't fall off the balcony. Perfectly good point. A couple things about that. First of all, my balcony has a wall, and there's a little opening at the bottom of the wall, but it's only this big. So there's no way for the bricks to even slide off the balcony. They literally can't do it. There's no way. They'd have to go over the 3-foot wall. But even if there was an opening below the wall, I'm not keeping them near they're not being kept near the edge. If anything, they're being kept on the door opens out towards the building. So I have a brick on the outside of the door. Because I certainly wouldn't want to risk a brick falling off the wall. Yeah, that last person was just trolling. I just hid them. See, that's not somebody who doesn't understand. That's just a troll, so they got hidden. So anyways, I'm so happy now. Like I'm so excited by the possibility of having this door cracked open. Anyways, but now you know that bricks, they only cost 70 cents. So that was one thing I do. That was one thing I did today. No, the wall is however high it needs to be. I'm not going to stumble going out of my door to the balcony. Steve says, are they rated as outside bricks? I assume, since they're bricks you could use for buildings, that they will be fine outside. But it's a big deal. Like it allows me to have the door the way I wanted it. Remember last night? Last night it got cold, and I wanted to have fresh air coming in, and I need the door all cracked now to get the sound to the sound from the street to blot out the noise, the endless noise from the elevator. But I couldn't crack the door open last night because the wind kept blowing it open, so I got freezing in here. Dwayne, the only two colors there were red brick, and they had concrete bricks, white concrete bricks. So I didn't want the white, so I got the red. Linda says, my ex was a bricklayer, so we had bricks for all sorts of solutions. Sonic says lots of cool finds in the bricks and cinder block aisle of Home Depot. You know what? The first person I asked at Home Depot, I said, I'd like to buy a couple bricks. Where can I find them? And he sent me to flooring. And I was like, why would they be in flooring? So I walked over there, and of course they weren't there. They were in masonry. Why did the guy who worked at Home Depot, the first guy, send me to flooring instead of literally an aisle called masonry? Meaningful acronym says, if brick fails, bag of concrete only $1. But I think a bag of something would be quite heavy. Also, a bag, if it rained a lot, could get really soaked. April says, I used to use bricks to lift my bed, very cheap. No, a book wouldn't be big enough and wouldn't be stable enough. Elise of Brooklyn says, now I want my own brick. Chris says bricks can be used as flooring. Well, whatever they can be used as, that's not where they keep them. Able-body says, you took care of it, good for you. The thing is, I hate, it's one of these, for me, it's always this big risk when you run out to do an errand, because I don't want to miss breaking news. So I try to combine errands when I go out. I did that today, I combined errands. Also, the Home Depot is 12 minutes away. It's not 2 minutes away. It's a good Home Depot, though. The Home Depot was packed. Man, there were so many people at Home Depot today. Deb says, at our Lowe's and Home Depot, the bricks are in the garden center. There were so many people. I got to ask Misha, she's from Orlando, if Home Depot on Sunday is a big deal in Orlando. Dennis, I'll talk about the P.O. box in a little bit. EBDB says, Lookner Edition bricks. I should get sponsored by bricks. Roberson says, everyone is doing home improvement since they're at home constantly. It was crazy there. Carol says, it's Sunday. People are doing home projects. Nick says, people buying Christmas trees. I don't know if they sell them there. Linda Belk says, it is here. All the folks who work use their day off to repair stuff. Jeff says, there was a stay-at-home Depot order issued in Orlando today. Very good, Jeff. Sonic was at Home Depot today. Beth says, Home Depot everywhere, busy on Sundays. Misha says, always busy there. Home Depot. She hates when I call it Home Depot. But it wasn't just like, oh, it's weekend, it's kind of crowded. It was packed. Like, it was hard to find a space in the giant parking lot there. Also, I also think that Home Depot, they get, because like it's the closest one to me, but it's still like, 12, 13 minutes away. So I actually think part of it is that they get people from a bigger surrounding area there. Don Pratt says, I like Lowe's better. I always end up living near Home Depot more than Lowe's. Okay, so that's what errand one I got done today was the bricks, which is great. But I feel silly for never figuring this out earlier in life. There's at least one place I lived in the past where I just never got a brick. And then when it would like rain, I couldn't keep my door open. Now if it rains, I can crack my door open. James says there's a Lowe's down the street from my house in Stone Mountain. So we'll see how that works. Okay, so now also I got a special surprise when I went to Home Depot today. There was a very special bonus when I went to Home Depot. Are you ready to see the special bonus that I found at Home Depot? It's very exciting. Get ready. I'm so excited to tell you about this. I got so many errands done today. No, I didn't get a free Christmas tree. I don't have anywhere to put a Christmas tree. People are ready for the bonus. I have to go get it. I have to go get it so I can show you. Here, I got to go get a couple things. Hold on. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Let me go get it. Hold on. Are you ready to see this? Are you ready to see what I got at Home Depot? Are you ready to see what I got at Home Depot? So exciting. No, a free Home Depot shirt would be good. I'd wear a Home Depot shirt. They should just make a cool shirt that just says Home Depot. Home Depot. No, it's Home Depot. Do they make Home Depot shirts? Here we go, guys. Here's what I got today. This is so exciting. Look what they had at Home Depot today. Look what they had. Oh! Score! Where have you been for the last year and a half? My love, Tilex, mold, and mildew. I've been waiting for you to return. And I'm a good person. They had like 5 of these, and I wanted to buy all 5, but they said limit of 2. Now, I could have bought 2 and then gone back in and bought 2 more. No one would have known. But I'm a good person, so I stuck with, because I wanted other people to be able to get it, right? Maybe somebody else wants it. So I bought 2. But man, am I happy about this. This stuff is the best. I mean, I'm so happy. I'm excited. Linda says they'll last a while. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I'm so excited to clean my bathroom. I'm going to put these right here. Boy, am I happy about that. That's the best stuff. You can't find that anywhere. You cannot find that anywhere. And then I checked online and it said we have limited stock at the store, so I didn't think they'd have it. But I haven't had this stuff. I bought this stuff before the pandemic, and it was great, and I wished I was kicking myself for not having more of it. You can't find it anywhere. Yeah, this works the best for everything in the bathroom. For when your shower tile gets dark, gets black or yellow, spray that on. For my vinyl shower curtain, it's the best, and it's a spray. It's not foam. The foam, it only covers a little amount. A spray covers a lot. Well, Jan, I think you got to make sure you want to have it well ventilated. Why 2? Because you can't find it anywhere. Oh no, Sonic says, what about the Zep comparison stream? Yeah, I'm going to try the Zep. I don't know if we'll do a comparison stream. Maybe we'll do it, but we're definitely going to use Zep. They had Zep there too. I don't know. Jeff says, are people hoarding it? It's I don't know why you can't. They stopped making this. I don't know. They stopped. You can't find it anywhere. Maybe it's popular. Now I can tell you that the label has changed. So maybe they updated the formula or something. So not that they stopped making it, but they stopped, like, you couldn't find it anywhere. If you go online, like go to Amazon, there's like some third-party sellers selling it for $70. GK says Zep is good. This stuff is great. Yeah, will this be enough to get me to when everybody's vaccinated? But this was not. Remember, I went to Home Depot to do 2 things. This was not one of the 2 things, but it worked out great. So happy. I am happy. Yeah, I got my Sonic. I got the Dyson. I got my Tilex. I got the bricks. Letter artist says it's hard to find clear Dawn wash liquid. I don't really like Dawn myself. I think it's overrated. No, I don't want a fabric liner. This might be TMI, but I like a clear shower curtain. A few years ago, I switched to a clear shower curtain. Why? Because it's so dark. Why do I want to take a shower in the dark? A clear shower curtain lets all the light in. Isn't that better to have light where you shower? So I went on Amazon and got a vinyl shower liner. Clear. Here, I'll show you the brand. I'll show you the one I got. I mean, I just don't know why you wouldn't want that. Because, I've lived in buildings where you have like a glass shower, and it's nice because it's like you get all the light in. So I'm like, well, just because I have a shower curtain doesn't mean I can't get light. Okay, I'm going to show you the one I got. The one I've gotten has lasted a while. It was an Amazon Basics ones, I think. Let's see here. Here it is right here. I got it. Let me show you this. Let me show you the one I bought. I bought it like 3 years ago. Works great. Here's the one I have. Amazon Basics heavyweight vinyl shower curtain liner with hooks. Did mine come with hooks? Oh no, I bought like metal hooks. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Oops. That's what I have. Letter artist says, I use clear ever since the movie Psycho. Do you wash the shower curtain? You can, but it doesn't help. It took me a long time to realize. The shower curtain can get like some like brown on it, brown or black stains on it from mold or mildew. That's why you need this. You spray this on the shower curtain and let it sit for 10 minutes and it kills all the mildew. Or mold or whatever it is. $12.31, that's all it costs? $12.31. How about that? No, there's no window in the bathroom. When I lived in LA, one of the places I lived in had a window in the bathroom, which was great because it was a good way to keep things from getting too musty in there and too moist. You would just crack the window. You would open the window after the shower, and it would dry out. Doreen says for small bathrooms, it helps open the space up. That's interesting, that it makes it feel bigger. GLG says GLG's son likes a clear one. Yeah, it's when you're in the shower, it's nice to be able to see out. Like if you go to a fancy hotel, right? There's not a shower curtain. There's a glass shower because it's like fancy to be able to see out of your shower. But you know what? I can have that just by buying a $12 clear shower curtain liner and using it as a curtain. I haven't vacuumed my car yet, TJ. I will. I haven't done it yet. It's toxic? I don't think this is toxic. I bet it's fine. Anyways. Thanks, Clinton, for your kind words. I don't know why it's an Amazon Fresh item. Oh, other ways to buy. Look. In stock. Oh yeah, it's not just Amazon Fresh. I'm not signed in, but you can get it with Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, this is just you can just order this and get free shipping. It's a regular item. $12.31. It costs $12.31. I already posted the link. Melly says, get the one with no polyvinyls. I don't know what that means, but this is a heavy... You know what? I got this one because it was the heavyweight one. I didn't want... See, if you get a shower... If you got one of these that's too light, I think I might have initially ordered the non-heavyweight one, and it was too light. If it's too light, it actually... When you turn the water on and it starts getting hot, it'll like fly up in the air. Like... You need the heavy, if you're going to use it just as a shower curtain and use nothing else, you want it to be a little heavy so it actually rests down on the tub. That's why I got the heavyweight one. That's the only one that worked for me. Yeah, it's not like super thin. It's legit thick. You know, there's a weird thing that I hear in my apartment. So I hear the elevator noise, and that's a big issue. I hear, and I don't know what it is, the doors in this building, the doors are very heavy. I have never lived in a building with heavier doors. They're these giant pieces of thick wood, and they're very, very heavy. And I don't know whose door I hear, but once in a while I just heard it. There's a door that slams, and it shakes your body, like it like the room vibrates, and it's kind of like disturbing. Now, I don't know if I only hear that if it's the person upstairs or next door. I mean, maybe it's like the person upstairs and the person next door, because I don't hear it all day and night. But I'm also wondering, am I getting such a loud noise? What I'm wondering is, does everyone in the building hear the doors slamming, or is the same issue that's causing the elevator noises to carry down the hallway into my apartment? Is that same issue also causing me to hear louder, this loud body shaking door slam when other people are not hearing that as well? I don't know. Linda says, are they fire doors? I don't know. I don't really know how you define that, but they're very heavy doors. Wild Bill says, keep the fire out. Keeps the fire out. It's me, Emily says, concrete buildings. No, believe me, if you were here, you would hear these doors. Like it's loud. But it's like you hear it. I don't hear it out my door. When I hear one of these door slams, like I hear it through the wall. But I just wonder if again, is the same issue that's causing sound from the elevator to travel to my apartment, is that also causing the door sound to travel? It's me, Emily says, same in my apartment. Rid Comics says fire doors are used in buildings. Elisa says, my building is concrete. I hear doors slam. But I don't feel like that is something where you're like, oh, that's unacceptable. I mean, some apartments you're going to hear doors shut. And also, these doors are super heavy. They're really heavy doors. I don't know why they're so heavy. Oh, you don't have to time. John Ditch was just joking. John Ditch said directed energy weapon aimed at Steve. Yeah, John Ditch was just joking. That's cool. We don't have to time out John Ditch for that. That wasn't like a nasty comment. John was just joking. I think Zindley was joking as well. Zindley says causing you to have psychosis. I think Zindley was joking. I don't think Zindley was being serious. Well, Zindley and John, it's only a couple minutes for timeout. The mods are just trying to do their jobs. So once in a while it happens where a comment comes up and a mod sees it and it looks like a nasty comment. But I think they were just joking. Thank you to all the mods, by the way. I appreciate it, mods. Linda says she thinks they are fire doors. Fire doors like that are just your front door? Well, I'm not Christy Krause. I'm not hearing my door. I'm hearing other people's fire doors. Yes, Dappin' Dapper. I did have an instance when I came to my apartment and I was trying to I was holding onto my door to try to keep it from slamming, to disturbing other people, and I caught my finger in it, and that's why you can't really see it anymore. I have like a cut. I had a cut on my finger. It's very dangerous, actually. So that taught me a lesson. Like, don't get your fingers near these doors when they shut, because they're that heavy. Rid Comics says, I worked for Stanley Doors for 6 years, and those fire doors are filmed with foam and metal. Jeannie says, help if you have, it helps to contain a fire within your dwelling. See if I can find something about this. Maybe I have a fire-resistant door. So I'm looking at this website. My Move. They say a fire-rated door or fire-resistant door is especially constructed to slow or prevent the spread of fire and smoke. It's a very heavy door made of materials like metal or gypsum. The door, when installed properly, is not supposed to combust during a certain time frame in the average fire. He said standard ratings include 20 to 90 minute doors. Fire-rated doors are more common in commercial buildings than in residential structures. Like, TJ says it makes sense for a newer building. I have never had a door this heavy as these doors. These are heavy doors. But you guys think they are, you guys think it's because it's fire doors. Evala says, I'm sure you do if it's a newer building. Deb says there are building codes that every so many feet in a corridor there must be a fire door. Kayvon says fire doors are the law in most states. Seize the Day says doors have to be to code. Yeah, if that's the reason for it, then I'm all for that. But it is, again, I've never lived in a building with a heavier door. She says, Carol says, look on jam of door to see up label for. So, Carol, you're saying that I should see a fire door label, a rating label on the door? I don't think I've seen one. Is that true? Should I see a rating label on the door? I don't recall seeing one. Where would it be? On the side of the door? All right, I'm going to look. I'm going to quickly look. Don't worry, I won't lock myself out. You guys are geniuses, and Carol gets a gold star. You guys are geniuses. It says Algoma grade fire door. You open up the door and you look at the door, the door jamb. I guess that's what it's called. And it says Algoma. There's a metal piece on the door that says Algoma grade fire door. The door jamb is the interior sides of the door frame. It wasn't on the door jamb, it was on the inside of the door. It was on the door itself. Now, what is Algoma grade fire door? You guys are geniuses. Here, look, Algoma wood doors. Algoma is a door company. These are their doors. See, Algoma's making mineral. I don't know if it's a mineral core fire door, but it said, I can look it up and see. These are all these fire doors that Algoma makes. See, they have different like stuff in them. Huh. This says Jersey Architectural Door and Supply. Algoma introduced the first wood-faced fire doors to the wooden door industry. TJ says, I bet they're super expensive. Let me, what I want to see is, I'm going to check. I might have to take a picture. The writing is so small on the metal piece that I might have to take a picture and magnify it. So I'm going to take a picture. Give me 5 seconds. I'm going to take a picture of that label on the door, and I'm going to magnify it so I can see what it says. Hang on. I got to get my keys so I don't lock myself out. Where did I put my keys? My keys are somewhere. I need my keys. Here they are. All right, I got the picture taken. I took the picture. Now I think I can show you the picture. I'm gonna show you the picture. I'm gonna show it to you. Ready? I'm gonna show you the picture of the label on my fire door. You guys are geniuses. Freckles says Carol wins free doors for life. Jean says never seen that before and I installed doors. Okay, let me show you, let me get the picture up. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 sec here. Here it is. Ready? Here's the label. Here it is. That is the label on my door. Hang on. Can't see it yet. Where is... Can you see? It says Algoma grade fire door. Algoma hardwoods, Algoma, Wisconsin. It says swinging type fire door, fire rating 20 minutes. Tested without hose stream, minimum latch throw 1/2 inch. For singles and pairs or door can be equipped with fire exit hardware. That's literally what my door says. See, Carol's the one who discovered who knew that's where to look. How about that, guys? Erica says 20 minutes to escape. It's actually good to know that. It's good to know that if there's a fire in the hallway, I mean, you want to get out of the building, but it's also good to know that the door can at least hold for a few minutes. Maybe some of you guys have fire doors too. Oh, Freckles said she worked for a door company. You guys were right. Nick says it's to prevent fire spreading to your apartment. Gwen says if there's a fire in an apartment, it can't spread. No, I've never been stuck in an elevator. Thank goodness. Linda Payne says we are here to help you. Mark says high-rise apartments have fire doors and sprinkler systems. But these doors are heavy. So there you go. How about that? I would never have known that. I would never have known to look there for that label. I'm sure there's other fireproofing in the building besides the door launderator. Anyways, good job, everyone, and especially Carol, for helping me understand what's going on with my heavy door. All right, hang on a second here. Carol says it is stopping the spread of fire from apartments to the corridor. Yeah, so Carol says it's for stopping the spread of the fire from apartments to the corridor. That's also a good point. As Carol points out, if there's a fire in an apartment, in one apartment, like say somebody has a fire in their kitchen, if the door is closed, it won't spread to the hallway, so people can get out. Wild Bill says those doors are adjustable to keep them from slamming. Well, they're heavy, so, and there's a mechanism on them that they don't, if you hold them, this is probably part of the fire code, they don't stay open. If you open it and let it go, it'll close. That's probably part of the fire code. Doesn't do good if they're open. Wild Bill says they're adjustable to keep them from slamming. I mean, it's not like they're being that heavy. I think they're probably just going to, you'd have to really dial it down for them not to slam. It's an interesting point though. I could ask if there's a way they could, it's possible that when I hear the bone shaking, slamming of a door once in a while as I do, it's maybe that's a door that needs to be adjusted because it's slamming too loud. I mean, but mine makes a loud sound too. If just it naturally does that. Jeff Haas says it's like that in hotels. Yeah, I've stayed in hotels before where there's a very heavy door. Yes. I'm going to let them get the elevator thing done first. I'm not going to ask them about that. But if they do fix the elevator noise, at that point, I'm going to ask about the doors. Carol says some folks just slam their own doors. Right, no. Now, what Carol says about the balcony door is true because I've lived in apartments before where if you had air coming in from outside, like a balcony or a window, that could cause your door to really slam. Longerator says you can adjust the top of door hardware arm. Yeah, there's a mechanism up there on the top of the door. So, yeah, there's no more singing. I'm not hearing any music from outside. And the brick is doing a great job. The brick I bought today, I have it outside the door. It's keeping the door open. It's keeping the door from slowly opening up in the wind. So my balcony door is cracked open about a foot, which is great. That's perfect. But the brick is keeping it from moving further. It's amazing. That brick is doing such a great job. Sue Baker is there. Hello, Sue Baker. But good point about, I do think if they fix the elevator noise, that is something I could ask them about with the doors, because they could fix that. Sonic and Nick found brick wall emojis. Very nice. All right, hang on a second here. Okay. We haven't even gotten to everything I did at Home Depot. We haven't even gotten there. I haven't even told you everything I got done at Home Depot. Kayvon said, my apartment installed rubber bumpers to stop the slamming and had to remove them because they break fire code. Understood. Dap and Dapper, I think people were generally wearing masks in the Home Depot, but I don't know if everybody was. I can't remember. Thanks, Freckles, Mark Helton, and Linda Belk for moderating. I think Misha took a break. She's trying to feel better. I hope she feels better. Okay, let's keep going on Home Depot. But yeah, as people are saying, those doors are dangerous. You have to be really careful with your fingers because they are heavy and they slam. Okay, so thing one I did is I went to Home Depot today and I bought 3 bricks for a combined $2.15, and to make it so that my balcony door, I could keep it open a little bit without having it blowing around in the wind. So that's one thing I did, which was great. It's such a huge difference. It's an enormous difference. Boy, what a difference that is. The second thing I did is that I somehow found the thing I couldn't find for almost a year, Tilex mold and mildew spray, and I got 2 of them. I could have bought more, but I stuck to the limit. They said you can only buy 2. I could have, bought 2 and walked out and come back in and bought 2 more, but I'm a nice person, so I got 2 of these. I'm very excited about that. And the third thing I did, let's talk about the third thing I did. Let's talk about the third thing I did at Home Depot. Boy, did I get a lot done there. Quiana Capri is here. Jade Angel is here. Kenny Kerr is here. So the third thing I did is, so as you may recall, 2 days ago I fixed my dressers. Yes, Amber E, that is the best bathroom cleaner. 2 days ago I fixed my dressers. My dressers had become wobbly. It's because my IKEA dressers, the back like particle board, whatever it is, plate, had gotten loose. So a bunch of and that does a lot to keep everything else stable. So I went to buy some nails, and the person at Ace Hardware said, you should try these tacks because they have like these tack things that have a bigger head. So I got some tacks and I nailed in the backs of the dressers, and huge difference. That's not all very stable now, not wobbly. So, but the last thing I needed to do with one of my dressers is partially on a rug and partially on the floor because it's just the way the rugs are set up in here. I can't really avoid that, and it needed something under it. And I was using cardboard. I had taken some pieces of cardboard from boxes and cut it up, and put cardboard strips under the dresser. And I was like, this isn't going to work. That's not working well. So I went to Home Depot, and I go to the lumber section, and I asked the guy there. I say, if I'm just looking for like a piece of wood to stick under one side of my dresser to keep it a little higher, and he said, well, how long would it be? I said around like 18 inches, and he says, is this okay? And he points to like a piece of wood. And I'm like, yeah. And he grabbed a couple pieces of scrap wood, like this. He grabbed scrap wood, but it was longer than this. And he just gave me 2 pieces of this. And then he wrote free bail on it. So that means it was free. He gave me 2 pieces of wood for free. But then I said, well, is there any chance you can cut it? I said I'd pay him to cut it. I said, is there any chance you can cut it because I don't have a saw? And he was like, he gave me a look like this. Because like now I was asking for a lot. And I said, I'll pay you to do it. But he said, come here. So we went to the saw and he cut I got 2 18-inch strips. And then he gave me the leftover. I have 2 longer strips. So I have 4 of these. And I was going to use 2, but 1 seems to be enough. I should put this up. I should hang this up. Free bail. It's a good name for a band, Free Bale. Free Bale. He was a nice guy. I was thinking maybe I should tip him, and I didn't. Whatever, I'm a bad person. I didn't tip him. The whole thing took about a minute. Anyways, but he was very nice of him. Oh, it says, no, is it, somebody says, is it free sale? I think bale, I think it's a B. I think it was like from bales of wood, because they had, I think it was like, this wood was holding other wood. I think it is bale. Wooden bale. Bale definition. I think this wood was holding like wood from a bale of wood. A bale is a bundle. Yes. So they have these pieces of wood. These pieces, he took a couple pieces of wood that were like holding a bunch of pieces of wood. So I think this was helping to hold a bale of wood, which is why he wrote free bale, because he meant free, it was holding the bale, I think. That doesn't look like an S. It's like a B. GLG says it's junk wood that holds wood bundles. Longy Raider says we call that dunnage or dunage. GLG says usually they cut the wood for you. They are used to, GLG says they are used to hold bundles of wood, junk wood. That is cool. That's exactly what it was being used for. My Home Depot wouldn't cut the discount wood for me. I was so mad I put the wood back. It was just the guy I got at the time. I told him I would pay for the cutting. Oh, maybe his name was Dale. Maybe his name was Dale, says April Coco. Sue says Free Dale. So people are wondering if it's Free Dale, it might have been that his name was Dale. Monica Merlin says that's what we at Home Depot do. Try to serve our customers the best we can. We have to write bail so cashiers won't charge you. That's what Monica Merlin says. Linda says yes, it's bail. Maybe his name was Bale. Sarah Joy says it's free, that's all that matters. So anyways, it looks so much better. I put one of these under my dresser. I tried two, I only needed one. So my dresser, before it looked like things were really going downhill here, because I had my dresser being supported on one side by like ripped up cardboard strips. And now you look at it and it's like, whoa, they got some like professional handy person in here to custom make a support for this dresser, but it's just a piece of wood. So that's better. And now I have some extra ones of these. You know what this reminded me of? Good solution out there. A nice little solution for you, a nice little hack. I have a couple computers sitting on rugs, and when they sit on rugs, they don't, some computers have a vent at the bottom, and if they're on a rug, they won't vent out the bottom, which is bad for the computer. So when I was in Atlanta, there wasn't a Home Depot right near me, but I went to an art store, and they sold these thin pieces of wood, I guess for like an easel or something, but it was like the size of a computer, and they were cheap. So I bought them, and I put the wood down, and then I put the computer on top of the wood. I put the wood on the rug and the computer on the wood. But you can do that at Home Depot too. All you need is a thin piece of wood, and that lets the computer breathe. So if you have a computer on a rug, and it has a vent on the bottom, try putting it on a piece of wood. That's my advice. Linda says, reminds me of the paddles that teachers used to use when we were bad kids. My brother, not me. Nick says, Home Depot normally has a scrap wood cart. I didn't even know that. So all of those things, I did all of those things in one trip to Home Depot. I got my support for my dresser. I got my Clorox Tilex mold and mildew. And I got my brick to solve the problem with the balcony. That's just at the first place. That's not all I did today. That's not even all I did. I did other stuff too. I'll tell you about the other things. Melissa McQueen says, what a successful Home Depot trip. Mission accomplished. Yeah, that might be my best Home Depot trip ever. Hang on a second here. Sue Baker says, saved money too. No, I did not go to Chipotle. We'll talk about that in a second. GLG says, great going, giving you a virtual cookie. Okay, so after I went to Home Depot, guess what I did? Can anyone remember? I was telling you guys, it's Paper Crane Wishes. Hello, Paper Crane Wishes. I was telling you recently about something else I needed to get done. Does anyone remember what that was? Can anyone remember? No, not PDQ. Not PDQ. Men's Warehouse. Melissa got it. Men's Warehouse. I needed to take my ties to Men's Warehouse. Oh, thank you, Joseph Perez. Hey, thank you, Joseph. That's very kind of you. And thank you, Joseph, for shouting out the moderators. Thank you. Thank you, Joseph. GLG, don't send me food. Just as a policy, I will not eat like non-packaged food that anyone sends me. I have to do it. It's a policy. I'm sure you understand. That's just the safest way of doing it. If it's not like something that's clearly packaged, I can't do it. Can't do it. I'm sure they're great. I just can't do it. Can't take a risk. So I had to go to Men's Warehouse because I have a bunch of ties that I bought there that I wear on the air. And I like putting, they have these like the little, it's not a hook. There's a little extra piece of fabric on the back that a little slot, you can slide the end of the tie inside. And I like to use that. But several of those were like falling off or had ripped or come loose. So I had to get those fixed. So I went in there and I took a bunch of ties in there. And I said, hey, I bought a bunch of ties here a little while back, and some of them, the backs are starting to come off. Can you fix them? And the first person I talked to said, I'm not sure. And then, but the guy with the guy who had the tape measure, the guy with the tape measure around him said, no, we can do it. We can do it. So they took my ties, and they're going to fix the backs of the ties for free. And then they're going to call me next week. And, I didn't even, look, I bought all my ties at Men's Warehouse, all of them. But they didn't even ask me for a receipt. They believed me. Now, maybe there's something they can tell about the ties that they sold them. But, yeah. I don't think the guy was the tailor, though. I actually think the guy with the tape measure wasn't the tailor. He just had a tape measure. He looked like the tailor, but he wasn't the tailor. But so I got that done. Linda says they know their merch. So I got all of that done. Misha says, no way you're coming here this week. Home Depot and Men's Warehouse? All right. Misha, I wasn't really within a number of feet of any other human being for a long period of time. But that's your choice, Misha. That's understandable. You don't say that when I go to the grocery. I go to the grocery every few days. I'm probably closer to people in the grocery than I ever am at Home Depot or Men's Warehouse. Yeah, no, I wasn't really. Men's Warehouse, everybody's wearing masks and we're social distancing. So I got all of that done. Oh yeah, in Men's Warehouse they wear masks. I think you have to wear masks in there. That's fine, Misha. You have to do what you're comfortable with. That's totally understandable. So the stream where we say hi to Misha is on hold. That stream is on hold. Jeff Haas says the Misha Christmas special is canceled. Well, someone's not going to get her truffle oil then. The dogs aren't going to be happy to hear that. Darshil says it's Monday here. Just to be clear, Misha doesn't have a problem doing a stream with somebody. Misha doesn't have a problem with me visiting if she just has had her hair done by somebody who's right next to her. But when I go to like a store where I'm social distancing and people are wearing masks and I'm in there for a couple of minutes, that's it. Can't do that. It's interesting. It's an interesting way that works. But hey, everybody has their standards. Oh, here we go. See, Misha says, please, I go to her house. I've been twice this year, and she wears a mask and does my hair outside on her porch. Oh, I see. So the big risk is me going to Home Depot for 5 minutes and standing far away from the two people working there. Nobody else is there. That's a huge deal. And that's a way bigger deal than you going and get your hair done by somebody who's sitting next to you. I see. Okay, I see. Yeah, GLG, the Home Depot was crowded. Doesn't mean I was near anyone. I don't stand near people. I avoid standing near anyone. Same thing at the grocery. N. Higgins is in Northern Ireland. He says they're going to start vaccinating soon there. Tomorrow, Tuesday, he said? Uh-oh. We have somebody whose keyboard seems to be broken. Okay. Darsheel says, I must go. My teacher is yelling at me. Darsheel, don't watch this in class. All right, so I got all that stuff done. And then I ate lunch. There was a place that was open where I could eat outside. Order inside, eat outside. It's the third Middle Eastern, Chipotle style, but Middle Eastern place I've eaten at. There are a lot of these, and they're good in Orlando. They're Middle Eastern food, but it's like Chipotle style. So you can like go make a bowl. So like I had a bowl with gyros and steak. They had brown rice, which was amazing. I had some feta. I had a bunch of hummus. They had like a chickpeas and beans kind of thing. It was really good. That was my lunch. The place is called, what are they called? Olema or something? I have to find, let me look it up and see let me find it. I got to give them a review online because they were good. They had brown rice too, which is a good thing. It's right here, and it was right right next to the Men's Warehouse, or right near the Men's Warehouse. Where is it here? Why is it not listed there? Hang on, I need to go to Google Maps. It's like not even listed on Google Maps. Why? Oh yeah, Olia Mediterranean Grill. I found it. I found their website. Oops. Hang on. Ooh, hang on, here it is. Olia Mediterranean. They have salads. They have wraps. See, I got a bowl. Look at that. And it's kind of like Chipotle, but it's Mediterranean. Look at those toppings. Anyways, I recommend Olia. Ooh, they have good reviews. On Yelp, they have 265 reviews, 4.5 stars. They're going to get my review too. Look at this. Not expensive either. Not expensive. Ooh, do they have stuffed grape leaves? I didn't even see that. Yeah, they have pickled onions. They have like all these Greek condiments and stuff. EBDB says you are having fun in your new neighborhood. Well, most of the time I've been cooking for myself, but that was right next to the Men's Warehouse. You know, it's like Orlando has a lot of that stuff. I like places that are just casual and not expensive and not fancy and like decent food. And you don't have to sit, like you just order at the counter, it's easy. There's a lot of those places in Orlando. Did not taste like metal. How many locations do they have? I don't know if they have more than one. Locations. Ooh, they have a bunch. Okay. They have 4 of them. They have 4 Olias. Maitland, Sanford, Kennedy Space Center in Orlando. That's interesting. There's only one in Orlando. Misha said that's a good place to eat. I was thinking of recommending them to you, Misha, but I didn't know if it was too far away from you. She said not inside, though. You know, Misha, that'd be a good day, like when you go out and you get like when you get your hair done, and then you do like your pedicure, and then you get your manicure, and then you get your facial, and after like a 12-hour day of standing right next to other human beings, that'd be a good place. You're gonna be hungry. You can go to Olia Grill. I'm kidding, by the way. I know Misha gets her hair done. I don't think she does any of those other things though. It's only the hair. It's only the hair. Who knows what she's doing though? I don't really know. I'm not her keeper. I don't know what she does. I love the idea. I have this vision in my head of Misha's there, and she has like one person doing her hair, and somebody else is doing her toes, and so she's surrounded by people, and she's on her cell phone, and she's like, Steve, we have to wait 10 days to do the stream because you stopped in at Men's Warehouse. Gwen Cat says, Olia Grill sounds great. It was very good. Misha says, not one mani-pedi massage or facial this year. I think that's true. All right, let's move on. She says, I used to have that done all at once before every event. Oh, Rudy Giuliani posted on Twitter, just in case you didn't know. He said, thank you to all of my friends and followers for the prayers and kind wishes. I'm getting great care and feeling good, recovering quickly and keeping up with everything. There's his post. In case you didn't know, he posted. Oh, the wind's blowing now. The wind's blowing, but the door is still, the brick is working. The brick is dooring. I can see the wind is blowing because the balcony door, the wind is blowing so hard that the curtain rods, they're blowing back and forth. But the door has not opened. I only have one brick standing on its side. Not even the heavy brick, the brick with the holes in it, and it's still holding. Oh no, that's it. The brick tipped over. The brick tipped over. Big gust. We got to try 2 bricks. We got to try 2 bricks now. Here we go. That was too heavy. Let's try 2 bricks. It's very windy out. Okay, we're trying 2 bricks, but the ones with the holes in them, which are lighter than the heavy. The one without the holes is the heaviest one. So we're doing another brick in the door, exactly. Hold on, it's a little too open. I want to close it some. Two bricks. So we're trying 2 bricks. One did pretty well. So one worked okay. It's windy now because usually you do not see the curtain rods, the shade rods. You don't see them blowing. Misha says, breaking news, very good. So the problem is you have to keep the bricks sideways because it's a 6-inch clearance between the door and the floor. So you can't put the bricks down lengthwise. Actually, now that I know the bricks, the dimensions are such that you'd need like 3 lengthwise to get up to 6 inches. Now, if it topples 2 of them, we'll have to try 3. Soul Food Cooking says, I like the shape of the desk chair. This is a good desk chair. This is a relax the back chair. I got this a couple years ago. It was not cheap, but I sit in it all the time. And I can have back issues. But these chairs are great. I mean, I spend all day in my 2 chairs. I don't even have a couch. I don't have a room for it. Rob the Slot says you need a half cinder block. Well, Rob, they didn't have half cinder blocks. They had full cinder blocks that I saw. I think Lowe's has half hinge cinder blocks. But the half cinder blocks are heavy. So I'm trying to figure out what's the lightest thing that can do it. Because I just don't want to be bending down and moving a heavy thing all the time. So if I can get by with bricks, that's better because they're light. No, Quentin, there's no hurricane. It's just, I think, I don't know if there's a front coming through, but the wind picked up. But now I have 2 bricks and it's holding fine. Oh, no, that's a printer. That's a printer right there. Robert says you could use a gallon of water. In theory, I could, but I don't know. I feel like that's a little heavier than I want to have out there. It's a little unwieldy. Also, I don't really like the idea of I don't think it looks that great to keep a gallon of water out on my balcony. Bricks, I can just put them in the corner and hide them from everybody. Yeah, Quiana, the door is 6 inches from the ground, so it's too high for a door wedge. A short rope with a loop that goes over both door handles and keeps the door from closing the whole way. The problem is the door is swinging open. That won't keep it from swinging open. So right now, I'm looking at it, and the wind is blowing, but the 2 bricks are doing pretty well. We'll see what happens. If 2 bricks doesn't work, we're going to have to go to 3. See, the wind is really blowing now. I don't know. I don't know if 2 is going to work. Chris said, I had a flower pot in front of mine, but it blew over. Blew it over. Linda says it's a 2-brick wind night at Lookner's. It might be a 3-brick night. But it's windy. Ben says use 6 bricks. Again, there's heavier things I can use. You know, a concrete block is not going to move. I just don't want to be dealing with a concrete block all the time. Maybe they won't work out. I'm eyeing it. I'm looking at it. Got 2 bricks there. A latch? I don't even know what that means. A chain latch? I see what you're saying, but I don't want to install a latch. Oh, I think it's raining out. Hold on, breaking news. Is it raining out? Hold on. It's raining out. All right, this is good. Okay, so this is perfect because what I wanted to do is, one of the reasons I got the bricks is so I could slightly have the door slightly ajar and the water wouldn't come in. So the door is open by about this much and I have the bricks behind it so it can't go open any further. And it's raining, but it's not getting wet in here. So this is good. This is good because that, again, you don't want the water coming inside. I don't know if it'll work for a downpour. It might. That's good, though. Because if I didn't have the bricks there, this door would be wide open. No, Misha, I don't have bricks on both sides of the door because right now the door's not blowing back and forth. It's just blowing out, not in. Baymuse says, get a cool little statue, maybe a lawn ornament. The HD worker might have had the right idea steering you to outdoor supplies. We'll see. Again, I'm trying to go as light as possible. The bricks don't splash. Joseph, the balcony floor is like a concrete floor. The balcony. The balcony doesn't have like a wood floor. So it's not going to scratch that floor because it's just like more concrete. It's like an uneven floor anyway, you know. But they shouldn't scratch the floor because it's not really moving. No, Misha, one on each side. It looks like we already tried one. I need at least 2 on the outside because we just had one of them tip over. Letter artist says, just hire a doorman. This is cool, though. I like being able to have the door cracked open, even though it's windy and raining. This is good. This is why I got these things. That was the whole purpose. Now it's starting to rain more. It's getting windy. It's getting windy. Now, if it gets crazy windy, the bricks aren't going to do much good. But the rain's starting to be more. Misha, I don't understand. Misha keeps saying try one on each side. Misha, if one wasn't enough, already on the outside, then how does one on each side work? That doesn't make any sense. Mark says sandbags. Again, I'm trying to use the lightest thing possible. People keep suggesting heavier things. I know those will work, but I'm trying to use the lightest thing possible. So I'm starting light, and then if I need to get heavier, I'll get heavier. Misha now says 2 on the outside, 1 on the inside. Well, that in theory is why I have 3. But I don't need 1 on the inside right now because nothing is blowing it to the blowing it closed. So anyways, I'll keep you posted on the bricks. But they are doing their job. They're doing their job tonight. I've been able to have the door cracked open, and the temperature is perfect in here. If I have the door open the whole way, it'll be too cold. But if I have it just cracked open, it's good. If I have it closed, it'd be too warm. Beth says they sell concrete door stops that are really nice. They do sell them with handles. They're more expensive, and some of them aren't 6 inches high. They got to be more than 6 inches high. Wild Bill is in Southeast Alaska watching. It's weird. The last couple weeks, it's coincidental. It's kind of, just it's coincidence that it matched up with my move. But the last couple weeks have been some of the lightest news weeks that I can remember ever with Agenda Free TV. Now, again, there's news, but there's certain stories I usually cover and certain stories I don't. So, but the last 2 weeks has been pretty light. Terry says the bricks will work when you do not have a weather front coming through. Peaks and Pokes says, thanks for the coverage on the monoliths. You're welcome. I don't know if I'm going to give out my P.O. Box address. I think I got to wait a few days. Remember, the P.O. Box, the idea is I was waiting to give it out till I figure if I'm staying in this apartment, right? So if I give it out, people start sending me stuff, and then there's all this stuff already here. There's some stuff I haven't unpacked yet. So I kind of feel like I want to get settled. Like, I don't want a lot of stuff here right now, because I might have to move it. We can wait a couple days. Look, it's in case you don't know, there's supposed to be somebody coming to the elevator person is supposed to be coming to the building early this week. Does anyone not know what I'm talking about? I probably should summarize it. I probably should take 5 seconds and summarize it, because otherwise people don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe there's like 10 people watching who don't know what I'm talking about. Ibby Dibby says, do the video. Hang on. Ooh, hang on one sec. Hang on one sec. So the basic idea of what's going on is that my building has noisy elevators that make these clanging sounds, but generally speaking, from what I can understand, people don't hear that in their apartment. But for whatever reason, my apartment, the sound travels well down the hallway and across the hallway, and I can hear it 24 hours a day. I hear banging through my apartment walls, which is from the elevators, and it never stops. When I'm in my studio, it's nonstop. It never stops. If I had the door closed right now, I'd be hearing it nonstop. And there's something wrong with the building, I think. Like just something. It's not in every unit in the apartment. I've been in other units where it hasn't. I've been in 2 other units and haven't heard in either other unit. So it's something about my specific apartment. But this is what the elevators sound like generally in my building. That's what the elevators always sound like in my building. So I hear that sound even though I'm well away from the elevators and on the other side of the hall. Oh my gosh, it's me. Emily is whining about the sick. I can't hear. I just can't handle the second video again. The one with the green screen. Can't hear anything and it's long. I'm so sorry, Emily, about my 57-second video. It's 57 seconds. But it's me, Emily, just can't handle this video. It's 57 seconds long. But it's me, Emily, just can't handle it. Can't handle it. She can't find anything to do for 57 seconds. All right, you got to turn up. This is what I hear in my. You have to turn up your volume, though. You got to turn up your volume. Got to turn up your volume. I just listened to it. I heard all of it. If you can't hear it, then either you don't have your volume up or you're getting noise interference from outside. Because I just heard every single one. I had the video up and I could hear it. So. It sounds like I'm in a submarine, like sonar. Yeah, like Quiana says, muffled sonar. Sounds like I'm in a submarine 24 hours a day. So the latest on this is that somebody may be coming to look at the elevators, but I don't think it's going to solve it. I don't think it's an elevator issue per se. I think it's the way the building is constructed. Something about my apartment is not insulated. Jean said, I heard it. Nicholas Gomez says, eerie sound. So my manager said that she met with the technician Thursday night. She said, I pointed out the sound, and he believes it's coming from the braking system. He says that the noise is not unusual, and there's mechanically nothing wrong with the system. However, he does think he'll be able to make adjustments that will help soften the sounds. The work is scheduled for Monday unless there's an emergency. So maybe, who knows if the elevator person will be able to soften the sound. But I think I'm still going to hear whatever the sound is. I was in another apartment last week and heard nothing. Zero. It is like a ThyssenKrupp elevator, I think it is. It's a German company. Yes, Wild Bill management knows I work from home in my studio. But look, they also know it's throughout my apartment. It's not just in my studio, it's everywhere. When I woke up this morning, I could hear it. It's all the time. I'm multiple apartments down the hall and across the hall from the elevator. I'm not next to the elevator. Nosy Rosie, there's no other apartment in the place that's comparable to this one. I'm not going to move. I don't want to be in this part of town, in this building, on a low floor. I need to be on a high floor, a very high floor, or it doesn't work. Right, Soul Food Cooking says, doesn't sound like normal elevator noise to me, but I'm no expert. It's crazy. It is crazy that the elevators are so loud with the banging all the time. I agree with you, Soul Food Cooking. But at the same time, clearly there's other units in the building where you don't hear that in the unit. I do. So it's possible it's something unique to my apartment. Ennis says the guy in the apartment downstairs always seems to be drying his laundry. Every morning around 6 a.m., all I can hear is the annoying buzzing of the machine. Maybe he's working out on some piece of equipment. It's me, Emily says, I feel for you. Snipchick says, I've heard the elevators at the casino make the same noise, but I don't live at the casino. Yeah, it's pretty lame that there's that noise in a residential building. Beth, this isn't a small problem. This is a major problem. This is about as big as it gets because it's very disturbing and it's all the time. So the entire time when I'm streaming, I have to listen to banging on the walls. It's disturbing. It raises my anxiety level constantly. Some people can hear it on the streams. So this is not a minor problem. This is a major, major problem. It's about as big as it gets in the sense of it's 24-hour disturbing noise in my apartment. So we'll have to see what happens. Nicole, I don't think frames will really help with that noise. Snipchick says, noise is extremely stressful to me too, also. Hang on a second. I need to time somebody out. Behave yourselves in the chat. Bella Brava says it would drive me nuts. Hopefully tomorrow thing will work out. You never know. I give it a very, very small chance of solving it, though, when the elevator person comes. Yeah, Darren, the noise makes it very hard for me to concentrate on when I'm on agenda-free TV. I end up getting a headache because it's going on in the back constantly. It's just annoying. And it's constant. Yeah, Judy Socket said, never heard anything like it. I never have either. I never have. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. When Misha hears her neighbor's kids, she bangs her garage with a broom and noun outside with a big shovel when they were too loud. Run outside with a shovel, Misha said. No, there's no 13th floor in the building. No, I'm not going to start looking for places until I'm sure that they're not going to fix it, because looking for places is a giant time suck. It takes forever. Ennis is very sensitive to noise. Snipchick hears coyotes and owls where she is. Donald, the last time I heard from management was on Thursday night. That email I just read you. Yeah, if something else opens up on this floor or another floor, in theory I could take it, and I don't even know if it would be different. Maybe there's a bunch of apartments with this issue. And as David says, it's such a pain to move. Oh, that would be the worst. Have to move again? Even if it's the same building, it's just a giant pain in the butt. I can't imagine having to pack up again and everything. Oh my gosh. CC Love, I decluttered a ton. I decluttered about as much as possible before I moved the first time. All right. So we talked about Home Depot. We talked about the elevator. Yeah, getting more boxes. I have to do that too. The Wahlburgers closed in downtown Orlando. It's not open. Yeah, Donald, I'm very happy by the Tilex too. That'll get used. Samurai Productions says maybe if another apartment opens, get a sleeping bag and try it overnight first. You know, Samurai Productions, if there's another apartment in this building, I will spend hours in there, although it won't take hours, to make sure I'm not hearing the noise. Oh, Terry says, I have 22 years of stuff to go through. Not good. Yeah, I can sleep. It doesn't keep me from sleeping. Thank you, Jeannie. I appreciate that, Jeannie. Jeannie says management should pay movers if you must move. I agree. They should compensate me. They'll say, well, we offered you a place. I agree. Even if I move within the building, they should pay for the movers if I move. Hey, by the way, the bricks are holding. Door is still propped open. Yes, as C. Michelle Sparks says, the keeper loops on your ties. Is that what they're called? Keeper loops? I never knew that. I don't know if it is. Here, look. Visually. See, it says visually. Visual.ly. It's these things. Now, the labels, they said, well, you don't even need the label. At Home Depot, they said if the label starts coming off, we can just cut it off. So one of them they just cut off. But this thing right here, this is it. Keeper loop. The keeper loop is the extra piece of fabric sewn onto the backside of the wider and bladed necktie. When the tail tie is placed through this loop, it helps to keep the tail out of sight. Exactly. I've had a number of those break on me. So they're getting fixed. I never knew that term. Now I know. Nick says they're a must when wearing ties. The guy at Home Depot said you should invest in a tie clip. I actually have a tie clip, but I don't know. I like having the keeper loop work. What else was I going to cover today? Covered my dresser. We covered a lot. We covered the door, the fire door. Oh, did I say Home Depot? I meant Men's Warehouse. I was at Men's Warehouse for the ties. It's weird though. I like being busy. I like being busy covering new stuff. Like I like when there's a lot of news going on. But there has been the last couple weeks. But I can't force the news to happen. I don't like going on the air. A big reason I created this channel was to be able to like stream some stuff when there wasn't a lot of news going on. Because I don't like going on the air and covering stuff when I don't think it's particularly newsworthy to cover. That's really not fun. It's terrible. Joseph, I haven't vacuumed the car yet. I might tonight. I got to get my car registered tomorrow. I got to remember that. 12 something. When is my appointment tomorrow? 12:50? Let's see. It is 12:50. That is when my appointment is. 12:50. Thanks, CC Love. And as I think, you can get more attached to a place when you've had a lot of experiences in it. I haven't really, we haven't done much in here yet. we've had a couple weeks in here, but nothing. Atlanta. I mean, that was a perfectly fine place, but nothing was holding me there. Do I watch sports? Sometimes I do. I sometimes watch when I'm like working out or have it on in the background. James says, I am starting to like Atlanta again after 15 years. Nice weather today. It was like 75 degrees. Sue says, put jam jumbo door stopper on top of a brick and it should stop the door from moving either way. On top of the brick? I can't find it. Jam. Oh, but this, see, that's not big. I don't think it's tall enough. See, this is only, it's only 1 3/8 high. I need it 6 inches high. Then if you put it on top of a brick, I think it'll just slide off the brick. Hey, somebody posted fake news. Please do not post fake news. Boo boo nene, that's fake news you posted. I've not seen that anywhere. Oh, thanks, by the way, to Chris Wright. Chris says, I know what you're dealing with because I'm dealing with a parking issue where I live. It's becoming a pain in the you-know-what. Issues where you live are not good. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Thank you, Sue, for the suggestion, but I think it'll be a little difficult just to do that with, you know. I actually have door stops here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to use them. You says it will wedge under the door on top of the bricks. But won't the doorstop slide? Major Moment Media, very negative tonight. I don't know why you're watching, but you're getting close to that line. No, I don't have family in Florida. No, Wild Bill, the ring light cord and plug never and stand never appeared. I had to buy a replacement. Okay, we're gonna take a few more comments here. If you have comments, get them in soon. Get your comments in soon. So I already told you what I ate. We covered that. Samurai Productions says they make a doorstop that's like a cane but adjustable. It goes under the handle of the door and the other end presses against the floor. They work. They need to make just a bigger wedge. Like doorstop, they make rubber doorstop wedges, door wedges, but they're like 3 inches high. Just make one that's like 8 inches high. I was thinking of buying a traffic cone at one point, but I thought a traffic cone would not really look nice for my neighbors sitting out on the balcony. But they need to make just a bigger wedge. Just make a bigger door wedge. It shouldn't be blurry because I'm looking at the stream and it's not blurry. So if it's blurry, it's something on your end. I'm not seeing anything blurry. I'm literally watching the stream. No, I don't need a mat for inside the balcony door because I have a rug there now. Yeah, I'm watching right now. I'm not noticing anything blurry.
Yeah, manic miner.
By the way, as Joseph says, you might want to change your settings to 1080. Sonic says, look up wheel chocks may work for a door. Thank you, Sonic, by the way. Ooh, look at this. How heavy are these? Look at this. Wheel chock. Are they plastic? They're plastic. I think you need them rubber, don't you? This one's rubber. That's rubber. 6 inches high. It's not high. This one isn't high enough. It's got to be over 6 inches high. That's not high enough. My door is 6 inches high. I need like tall wheel chocks. How high are these? This one is 4.5 inches high, not 6 inches high. Sonic, that's an interesting suggestion. Thank you for the suggestion, Sonic. I'll be on the lookout because it is a wedge shaped and it is rubber. It's just not quite high enough. I just feel like they should make bigger door jambs. It's a common thing to have a door that's like 6 inches off the ground. That's a pretty common thing. Maudib, I'll show it on another stream. It's not strangely high. It's the balcony. You step off the balcony. You step out of the balcony is lower than the apartment. So you step out down to the balcony. But the door is attached to the apartment. So just imagine opening a door and stepping down 6 inches. Terry says, I had not thought of wheel chocks. What an inspired suggestion. The door swings out, Karen. The other thing that would be good is like they don't have it on this door. Some doors have like they have a little leg that you can swing out. But this would have to be a long leg. Good night, Ben. Thank you for watching. Reptoid says, go to Home Depot to cut an 8-inch wood wedge. I think it needs to be rubber. I think if it's wood, it'll just slide. Here's the door security bar. Is that what do you do? Doesn't this keep the door closed? Won't that just keep it closed? I don't know if that's going to work. Maybe not. I don't know. I guess if it's tight enough, it could keep the door firm. Won't it? But no, it'll just push it closed, right? Alfred says it keeps the door from moving. But doesn't it do that by pushing on the door? Terry says I could glue rubber stuff to the bottom of the wedge. Hey, look, the bricks seem to be working fine. We did this stream, and one brick was working fine. Then it got really windy, and I used 2 bricks, and it's been fine. It's been totally fine. Sue Thomas wants me to pour some concrete. I don't think I'm going to be pouring some concrete into a base. I'm not going to be dealing with that. That I don't know how to do. Fahrenheit said the bar would not keep the door partially open. I have one. I think the bricks are going to work. Yeah, Nicole, with the screen door that has a spring mechanism, you can, as you said, set it to not close and stick at a certain point. But this does not have this. Hey, it's Roger Reynolds. Thanks for watching CC Love, by the way. Oh, hold on. David says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, so we're going to try the bricks. I think the bricks are going to work. They're so cheap, too. Manic Miner says there are wheel chocks that are 7.5 inches high. How much do they weigh? I'm not seeing the 7 inches high ones. Is it these? Manic Miner said, these are 7.5 inches high. I don't know if this will work. I don't know if that's the right shape to work. That literally, the door might just push that. Also, it's like $30. So thanks for the suggestion. I just don't know that that'll work. Hey, thanks, Misha, for modding. Feel better, Misha. I should have got a gold brick, as David Kellogg says. Yeah, we had a lot of brick and door discussion tonight, Lisa Haney. A lot of that. Okay, well, you guys have been very helpful. You helped me figure out that the door in my building is a fire door. Some helpful suggestions about what I need, what to do with the door on the balcony if the bricks don't work. But hopefully the bricks work. Allison Sky is here. There's nowhere to put sliding balcony doors here. The door, the frame for the door is only the size of the door. It's Love Coach. Well, I think I covered what I want to cover. I don't really have anything else to cover right now. We covered a bunch, but what can I say? Wild Bill says the bricks are a simple solution. Keep it simple. Eric mentioned a decorative dog door stopper, cast iron, 14 pounds. It's a little heavy. I'd like to see if I can do it less. Hey, Terry Warner was watching. She has a new job or new shifts. Listening while working. Very cool. Hold on a second here. Yeah, so, well, there's going to be more updates to come. Maybe we'll do a cooking stream this week. Hey, if there's big news later tonight, before I go to bed, we'll go on the air on Agenda Free TV. But I do appreciate you tuning in and watching, and all of your suggestions and chat messages. Thank you for joining me for this live stream. Terry, we may do an Ask Me Anything at some point. Letter Artist says, good luck at DMV. Thank you. I hope I get that done tomorrow. Sonic posted a summary. Thank you, Sonic. Thanks, Steve Mods. Nearby Music, Brick for Door, Tilex. Steve is nice, only 2. Shower curtains, heavy fire doors, free bail, Olia for lunch, rain test the bricks, noise update, creative door stops. Yeah, we covered a bunch. Remember, free bail. I can make this the thumbnail. Thank you, Sonic. I appreciate that. Thanks to all the moderators. Linda Belk, Sarah Joy, Freckles, Misha. Thank you, mods. Mark Kelton was modding. Thank you. Thanks to everybody who donated too. That's really nice of you guys. Appreciate the donations very much. Thank you. Strange Reverend. Corey Reason, thanks for watching. Beth Standard. Nick Billings. Lisa Haney. No, Beth, we covered it earlier. It says free bail. Paula Faust. Manic Miner. Sue Thomas. Rosemary Randolph. Don Pratt, Arizona Jumper. Jean. Melissa McQueen. Oh, thank you, Misha. Misha says, in honor of Steve delaying the Christmas tree fun and visit to me. Yeah, thank you, Misha. We'll see. Maybe the visit won't happen until 2021 Christmas. Yes, Linda, two bricks are successfully holding now. Thank you, Misha. American Outlaw TV had another doorstop suggestion. Is it 8 inches high? Here is this one. Model C. No, this isn't 8 inches high. It says it's not even 6 inches high. That won't work. It's not even 6 inches high. My door is 6 inches high. John Gidry, thank you for watching. Kenny Care. What is going on here? John, thanks for watching. Arizona Jumper. Kimberly Barr, thank you. Jane Marie. June 1:30, seize the day. C. Clark, Christian Montoya. Misha says, you come earlier if you bring a rapid negative COVID test. Terry, I don't think a jumbo can of food will work because it needs to be more than 6 inches high. You mean like an industrial jumbo can? Black Navy, thank you for watching. Jeff Ha, thanks for watching. Corey Reason says, big bottle of pickles from Costco. Melissa McQueen. Everybody in the Lurker Lounge, thanks to all the lurkers. Thank you. Joseph Perez, thank you for watching. American Outlaw, I just looked. Oh, is there a different one? I looked. Nope. American Outlaw, I looked at the actual ad. You got to send me a link if you have an American Outlaw. I just looked at the ad. In the ad, I'm looking at the Amazon page. It doesn't say 6 inches tall even. South Jersey Larry, thanks for watching. Zach Wheeler, thanks for watching. You, thanks for watching. Sarah Joy was moderating too. Did I say Sarah Joy before? I hope I did. If you have door stopper tips, send them. Don't post them in the chat. Message me on Twitter. But we're going with the bricks for now. The bricks seem to be working all right. Let's see if the bricks work. Cover Me, thank you for watching. Cover Me 2011. Large Marge, Alice in the Sky. She likes the lights behind you. I'm glad you do. Yeah, Judy, maybe I'll have an update about what's going on with the elevator tomorrow. We shall see. Zach Wheeler, thanks for watching. Kriana Capri says, spray paint the bricks so they match the decor. Maybe. We'll see. Who knows? Orlando color. At least they're out of the way, though. If I put them against like the building wall, no one will really see them. Cold. I should paint them gold. That's a cool idea. Lisa says paint them. Lisa and you say paint them gold. I can paint them like agenda-free TV logo on them. We'll make them agenda-free TV bricks. Thanks again, Freckles, Sarah Joy, Misha, Linda Belk, Mark Helton. All the moderators, thank you. All right, guys. I think it is time. That's it, Miss Ravioli. We're ending. I'm sorry, Miss Ravioli. What can I say? You'll have to rewind. You will have to rewind. All right. Sonic, thank you for watching. More updates to come. Who knows what this week will bring? Tony Del Monte, thank you for watching. You never know. TJ, thanks for watching. Love Coach was watching from Los Angeles, where I used to live. Thank you for watching, Love Coach. HM, thank you for watching. April Coco was watching. Ugh, Sage T Radio, time to say goodbye. And Sage T Radio is complaining in the chat room. Ugh. Sorry, HM. You can rewind. Carson says, I just came here, but bye. I'm sorry, Carson, that it didn't work out tonight. Darren Markley says, as the apartment turns. Exactly. I'm thinking one sec. Thanks for watching. Astro Josh, thank you. David Kellogg from Southeastern Idaho, thank you for watching. Arizona Jumper, Marky B, yeah, thank you for watching. And Rob the Slots. And Guerra Bocanegra Inda Coecha. Thank you, Guerra, for watching. Didn't catch the launch today, Black Navy. I'm sorry. Next time, hopefully. HM is rewinding now. Enjoy the stream. I feel like that problem we were having. Every time I check now, the chat gets up there pretty quickly. For a while, the chat would sometimes not get up there for days. Recently, it's been better. Let's hope that continues. Thank you, TJ. All right, guys, wrapping up. I am really wrapping up. Right now. Black Navy says there might be a launch later this month. I will keep, and you'll be able. Oh, where the booster comes back to the launch site instead of the drone ship, and you'll be able to hear the sonic boom in Orlando. I've heard about that, Black Navy. So I want to check that out. All right, guys, that's it. Wrapping it up. Thank you so much for joining me. There will be further updates soon. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's almost over, so enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we'll do this again soon. And I'm sure we'll be on Agenda Free TV soon as well. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon. Have a great night, great day, wherever you are. And thank you for watching.